K-3's class, we are going to look at our letter of the week. Last week, you guys learned letter O. You remember what shape it's like a circle. And here is our textured letter O card. So last week was letter O. If you remember, it makes two sounds because it's a special letter that we call vowels. Ah, and it says its name, O. So that's the O. And the reason I'm showing you the O again is not just to review last week's letter, but it's also because the O is so similar to the letter of this week, which is called a Q. Right here, Q. It's a lot like an O, but with a little line. So let's turn this O into a Q. Now what do we need to add? What did I call it? A little what? A little line. A little line. We add that little line right at the bottom and you've got a Q. Take that line off and it's an O. How do we make the circle part? Remember? Two big what? What are these called? Big curves. I'm gonna put my two big curves together, add my little line, and I've got a Q. Why don't you watch me trace this Q like we do in school? I'm gonna start at the arrow right at the top. Just like the O, I go down and keep on going till I reach the top to make my circle, pick up my finger, and make my little line. That is a Q right here. Now we'll look at what sound does a Q make. It is not a vowel, it's a consonant. So it kind of has one sound. It sounds a little bit like a C, K, and a lot of Q words have a qu sound. Can you say qu? What do we have here? Queen. The word queen starts with a Q. This, it's like a blanket, but a special type of blanket that starts with a Q is a quilt. Can you say quilt? There's an animal that starts with a Q. It is called quail. Can you say quail? Now, remember how I said the Q makes a K sound? K, like quarter. A quarter starts with a Q. And this is a rock with a special Q name called quartz. Can you say quartz? So all of these little words start with a Q. Maybe at your house you have something that starts with a Q. Quartz is in the kitchen a lot of times. Maybe you have a book with a queen, or maybe you have a quarter somewhere in your mom's purse. You guys could ask your parents, hey, help me find some words around the house that start with a Q. And then when we meet together for Zoom, you could tell me if you have anything in your house that starts with Q. Or you can wait to tell me when we come back to school. But anyways, here is our capital letter Q, and you're gonna write it in your journals. Mrs. Zaria made copies of your journals, and you're going to write the letter Q all by yourselves. All right, see you later.